Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back. In today's video here for Ethereum Classic, we are trading at $1,250. 24-hour volume, we are up 39%, and market cap, we're down 5.58%. So heading over to our chart here, we're going to start off on our weekly, going to a day, and then 1 hour for short trades. But let's take a look so far on the weekly chart. Now, what we can ultimately see here, again, hitting resistance with these key areas of our candlesticks. But not only that, we can debate if this is a double top chart pattern as it formed a W hitting resistance multiple times for 2 times here and then dropping down. Now, if we are going to be treating this as a double top chart pattern, essentially here is the neckline, and as confirmation of this chart pattern, it would be confirmation 5% of the neckline itself. And if you already see this here, as I zoom in, we've already confirmed essentially 5% of the price, and price continued to go down. However, even though we did confirm the 5%, depending on how far the price is going to drop, is going to remain or to be determined by a few factors here. And one of the factors that we can see is our RSI at the very top indicator that I have here, which initially is a crossing over, giving us a sell opportunity here. And the reason why I say a sell opportunity, even though it's below 20%, is because we can see our K line, which is the white line, and our D line, which is the pink line here, cross over. And essentially when we see the white line on the left-hand side, it is going to initiate a sell opportunity. And as you can see, the lines are pointing downwards. Now, if we can observe the candlestick that we have so far right today, I'm just going to move this off to the side here. If we can observe the candlestick that we have so far for the week, we can see that the body itself is mainly at the very bottom. Now we can see the session 2 or the range itself has achieved a high of $31 and the low as $26 itself. But again, price remains at the very bottom here, initially saying that the sellers are in control and driving the price as low as it can. Now a confirmation 2 is the momentum of where the price is going to go, measured by our MACD indicator. Now notice that the lines itself is getting closer together, crossing over the 0%, and there's barely any spaces in between these lines. Basically, whenever there's barely spaces in between the lines, meaning momentum is slowing down, and it could possibly be a crossover from the green to the red, and essentially closer to an area of support. If it does flip from the green to the red, it is going to break that line of support. Now, if we take a look at areas of support, really there's not a whole lot we can take a look at. We can take a look at these 2 candlesticks here, but it didn't really hold on to support, or it does not really factor in as a line of support in this area. What we can see too is our volume profile, where the price was attracted to the most, where the price ultimately wants to go. And if we take a look at the range, we can see that the price focused in more on here. So I'm going to eliminate that from our visual profile. Now, if we can take a look here, if we take a look at areas of point of interest, depending on the volume indicator, we can ultimately see this node here that's sticking out at $26.85. This attracted a lot of sells or attracted a lot of buys. So we're going to be using this node here as an area of support at $26.67, only literally $1.30 off from the current price right now. Now, if we do see a crossover of our MACD indicator from the green to the red around this area of the node, we're most likely going to break it and retrace to another area that generated more support, roughly around the $24.95, or possibly closer to our next retracement at 78% of our fib chart. Heading over to our daily chart here, you guys, we can see already we've retraced all the way down to our fib of 127%. Again, at the $27.09. As we take a look at our profile volume for the next stop or the next cluster where price is going to go, simply put, is going to be down here at the $26.18. This is the next area of supply and demand that the price is going to go to as a support. Now, if we take a look at the resistance, here is a node that's sticking out here for us, which is $29.32. Now let's take a look at what the realistics are if the price is going to go up and retest resistance, or if the price is going to go down. So if we take a look already in our MACD indicator at the very bottom here, the strength and the momentum of the red lines is getting vastly stronger. As these bars are getting bigger, the current for the sellers or the sell-off is going to continue to rapidly go. However, we can take a look at our map or our RSI at the very top here. It is saying that we are considered to be oversold and a buying opportunity may present itself. I do, however, would like to wait until the end of the day and possibly see the next characteristics of the next candlestick to be able to see if this is a confirmed crossover, because essentially what may happen is that it may actually have a false breakout or a false signal and actually open up these two lines, which essentially is going to continue to go down. So those are the factors that we want to take a look at the day. And again, the session itself is near the bottom like we saw in the weekly charts. Going into a 1 hour chart here, you guys, we do have a candlestick at the very bottom. Essentially can be a hammer candlestick or a doji candlestick, or we can be debating if it is a dragonfly doji. These three essentials are a bullish reversal candlestick at the very bottom of an exhaustion of the downtrend. Now, if we take a look, we finally already closed well above the body of the previous candlestick, which does give us a reversal pattern as well. Essentially put, you guys, this could possibly be, again, a morning star candlestick or candlestick pattern. Essentially, price needs to hit roughly around 50% of this previous red candlestick in order to get a reversal. Now we already see that we saw crossover initiating a buy opportunity, which is really good, and an area of confluence, meaning a point of interest price is going to want to retest as an area of resistance or an area of support is around $28.36. If we take a look at the volume profile, really again, there's not a lot of areas. Price is very aggressive as the Bollinger Bands are expanding, meaning higher volatility, possibly higher risk as well. Price is going to move fairly quickly here. If we take a look again, higher volatility, we don't have a lot of areas of support or areas of supply and demand. We do have this node here that's sticking out around the $28.55. We do see around this area a lot of support that in the session of September 18th to September 19th. So we are essentially going to come up and retest the $28.36. Again, because the RSI itself has triggered a buying opportunity, we can only assume price is going to want to attract around this area. So that's my video here for Ethereum Classic. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.